everybody. Hope everyone's having a Did Triggerfire scam you?
I think it might have.
You can refund yourself, 1010. Hi, everybody. Hope everyone's having a fantastic morning, afternoon, or evening, depending where you are. Triggerfire scamming people again today. It's been very hit or miss recently. I don't like it. Welcome in, Mon. Thank you for being first. Welcome in, Geese. Oh my god, it's been a while. Yeah. So today we're playing more Cafe Enchanté, and we're in a route. Let's just say that we're in a route. But anyway, hi everybody. My name's Nur. I voice 2 Milk as well as handle all narration.
Hi, my name is Tenten Arceda, refunding points to myself. I voice Ignis Carbunculus, Karia, Soarowaki, and Epilogy. I keep doing this from memory.
Hello, I am Matcha, and I am, well, fuck, I thought I was gonna say a title. I voice,
What title were you gonna say? You know what, what was the title?
The last one.
What?
Well, yeah, that makes sense now. Who are your characters?
And I voice Dromi, Veneer.
Are you forgetting the main guy?
He's the main boy.
You're forgetting the main person that you bring.
Rindo!
There we go.
You had a whole
I was
route
thinking
to
of
him.
I was trying to think of his last name, or his first name.
It's Kaoru Rindo.
Kaoru Rindo.
Gauro. I was thinking Ruion or something.
What?
I blame it on the weather.
My name is Mochi, and I will be voicing Il Faldo de Rie, Akira Mikado, Kororo, and Titania.
And I'm Brevi, and I voice Miser Canis and Mikado's assistant.
See, Macho, it's not that hard to remember your main boy. Well, at least the regular pop-ups are working today. Anyway, after chatting with Eel, I stowed the new Otome game in my bedroom. Then...
Oh my god, you bought Pierre Fiore?
Oh no.
Oh no.
Oh. Whew! We passed through the gate safely again. I was finally growing used to passing through the gate to Medio, and I take a breath.
Oh. We have to talk like a... Cool.
What?
Koopa.
Oh, I didn't even see that. Let me start a timer.
I just picked up the...
Okay, 3, 2, 1, let's go, Kupo.
Did you forget anything, 2 Milk, Kupo? The queen is some distance from the gate, so returning to Enchanté may take some time, Kupo.
Nope, I'm fine, Kupo. Thanks, Kupo. Off in a corner of this natural landscape, Kupo, I stand off to the side, holding a fairly heavy bag in one arm, Kupo. Contained within are vials and cakes, Kupo. If you have time, I would love to invite you to Medio once more for a tea party.
What?
Me? 2 Milk and me?
Yeah, if you have time, Candace, Kupo.
Who are we talking to?
Candace delivered this message, and since Titania invited me here, I brought some gifts, Kupo.
Could've led with that.
Write it like that, Kupo.
No, we have to write it like that, Kupo.
Kupo.
Those who came with me are Candace, who hailed from Medio, and one other person, Kupo.
2 Milk, please lend me your bag, Kupo. I promise to make for a worthy bellhop, Kupo.
Kupo. Okay, please do, Kupo. There are drinks inside, so be careful, Kupo.
Oh no.
I can at least
Kupo.
accompany you, Kupo. So Eel had insisted after I informed him of our trip to Medio. What the hell is a sentence,
What
Kupo?
is going on with this writing,
Why
Kupo?
don't they use flashbacks when they actually need them, Kupo? Because this is incomprehensible, Kupo.
No, I'm just speaking to everybody. I at least can accompany you, Kupo. He gives me a nod, then carefully takes the bag from me, Kupo.
Then let us be off, Kupo. I'm sure Titania eagerly awaits your arrival, Kupo.
Candace also appeared to be gently watching over him, Kupo.
Oh, did we get to see Vienna sausage, Kupo?
Oh my god, we do.
Fuck. Welcome to Medio.
Didn't think they'd show up again, right, Kupo?
No, I did not. I thought Veneer might, but not Vienna. One sec. Your casual visits here have reached numbers too ridiculous to count. It's confounding, but you are welcome nonetheless.
Yeah, excuse
Kupo.
you. You're not actually like reading the complete thing. You forgot a Kupo there, Kupo.
Thank you so very much, Kupo. You always give us such immensible welcomes. Kupo.
No. Kupo, don't mention it. This is my Kupo duty, Kupo. However unpleasant the task, Kupo.
I see, Kupo. I'm not sure exactly what unpleasantness has to do with it, Kupo, but you're diligent, so keep at it, Kupo.
Ellipses, Kupo.
Amazing, Kupo. He made Venia go quiet, Kupo.
Ha ha ha, Kupo. Eel is oblivious to sarcasm, so naturally the two are enemies, Kupo.
The interaction of two different realms seems to have created unthinkable interactions, Kupo.
Think I'd ever see Venia make a face like that? It was well worth inviting you. It's been some time to milk.
It's been a while, Titania, Kupo. I'm so sorry for making you wait, Kupo.
No worries, Kupo. I heard your circumstances, Kupo. The mysterious wormhole seems to have caused you quite some trouble, Kupo. Yes, Kupo, thank you for guiding her, Kupo. Tupuk and I are going to have a tea party, Kupo. Would you like to attend, Kupo?
Only if you serve red-black tea, Kupo, but I do not see any there, so therefore I have personal business to attend to, so I must excuse myself, Kupo.
I understand, Kupo.
Candace gives a bow, then leaves, Kupo.
Clank, clank, clank. The fucking sound effect.
Yeah. I pour coffee I brought into a wooden cup, Kupo. After I hand it
It's
to
a
Titania.
tea party, Kupo.
Oh no, Kupo.
Wait, what did it say, Kupo?
It's a tea party, Kupo, and she's pouring coffee, Kupo.
Oh my god, Kupo!
That's a faux pas right there. That's
Oh,
means
no.
for like execution, in my opinion.
Oh no. Also, thank you for the
Like, if
redeem.
you-
We're free. We are free.
We're free!
Ah, Kupo! I wasn't doing Kupo. Kupo, shit! Kupo.
After I hand it to Titania, she closes her eyes and seems to enjoy the aroma wafting up from the cup and noticing that it is indeed not tea.
Until just from Furrow 1, your skills have improved yet again. I feel as though, in a way, I've become something of an Enchante regular.
That's right.
Did we go to Medio in the common room?
Yeah, we did.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we went to.
Hey! Hey! That drink called coffee! Can we drink it?
It seems to.
No, you can do it. You can do it.
It seems delicious. Smells different than nectar.
Huh?
They seem interested in coffee. Is it possible for non-human fairies to drink it like you and Canis do?
The acidic taste may shock them, but I don't think it should be an issue. After all, they drink flower nectar.
In that case, would you like a little? It's bitter if you drink it black, though. Maybe I should add milk and sugar.
Are we taking into consideration caffeine?
No.
Oh god,
Hmm. Then I'll prepare special cups.
With the wave of Titania's hand, small cups appear on the table in an instant. No matter how many times I saw it, magic is just too unbelievable to behold. I add milk and sugar, a tad more than usual, then... Okay, I'll go hand one out to everyone.
Oh, no handouts.
Allow me to assist.
Oh, wait. Fallen angel, here. If you go as well, then who will stay to chat with me?
Haha, sorry, Eel. But there you have it. Stay and chat with Titania.
If you insist.
Eel looks a little discontented, but my lips curl into a smile. I walk around handing out coffee, chatting with fairies who are gathering around.
Titania, how does it feel to be a background piece?
What the fuck's perspective is this?
I don't know. The fallen angel watches Two Milk, at which Titania smirks.
I'm sorry for keeping you here. However, I can't help but think that I've never seen you make such an offer. The matter with Venia was also extremely amusing. With this opportunity, I figured I would like to familiarize myself with you, since you affiliate with Venice.
Yes, I don't mind at all. Would you call this a mutual understanding?
It just hit me that Moji's talking to herself.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's the Moji Show.
Yeah.
Yes, precisely that. And then, to get started, come before me. It would be best if we were at eye level.
Heeding Titania's beckoning, Eel bends politely before her, resting on his knees as he meets her eye level.
Will this suffice?
Yes, thank you.
While saying this, Titania peers into Eel's eyes.
I see. I can understand why Venia's sarcasm didn't work on you. Your eyes are truly pure.
It is as though they're untainted by all the goods and evils of this world. Even the small fairies of Medio lack eyes so clearly of vivacity. Exactly what kind of life would one have to acquire such a gaze? Curiosity begins to swirl in Titania's heart.
Huh?
Much like she had once done to Two Milk, she pulls Eel's cheeks towards her with both hands.
I've grown interested, Eel. Tell me more about yourself.
She stares deep into his heart, pressing her forehead into his. Ellipses. Ellipses. Ellipses.
Oh. Huh. Oh! Persona.
Oh no, not the persona.
For real?
Thank you. So this is the coffee the queen likes so much.
Wow, amazing! And changed in color when you put that white liquid in.
Whoa.
The fairies watch excitedly as the milk forms patterns as it dissolves into the coffee. Something so simple as preparing a simple drink was amusing to these magical creatures. Oh man, I wonder why the music's like this. Oh, just be careful not to get burned, okay? And if it's too bitter, I'll add more milk. As I finish handing out coffee to the last fairy, I'll give you 2 milks. Suddenly, a strained voice rings out from Titania. Huh? Behind me, I turn to face the back of the hall.
What exactly are you?
Eel has fallen onto his backside, and Titania is trembling as she looks down at him, her face pale. Vinny and I rush over virtually at the same time.
Huh. You bastard! What? What you... God, I throw myself off so often. You bastard! What have you done to Her Highness?
Eel, what happened? What happened? I also asked my question right after. And Eel slowly stands up. However, what happened?
Oh!
Oh,
She butted my head, became frightened, and then pushed me away.
what does that mean?
I'd ask the same. How should I know?
Saying you don't know won't suffice. I was a fool for letting my guard down because of your harmless face. What did you do?
Wait, Evania, this is a misunderstanding. This was my own doing for giving in to curiosity. Neil has not erred, not in the slightest.
Is that true?
Yes. Any of the fairies flying around us.
All the little fairies flying around Titania nodded in unison. They corroborated her story.
Nod. Yeah.
While their face still looks unconvinced, they seem to understand. Vania's clear vigilance is lifted. Eel tilts his head in puzzlement.
What exactly was the meaning of this?
I don't even know what happened. It seems like Eel didn't do anything after all. What exactly could have frightened Titania so much? She just saw his biblically accurate form. That's my theory.
Didn't pass the vibe check.
Yeah. Afterwards. Upon Candace's return, we decide to end today's tea party.
Coffee party.
Yeah, the coffee party. Anyway, Titania, see you again. Sorry for intruding, Venia.
Thank you for the gift of nectar as well. We shall use it for honey lattes.
Yeah, that sounds delicious. I'll try making that tomorrow. Ellipses. Ellipses.
Your Highness? Are you sure you're okay? Your face is still... Is it something to do with that fallen angel?
I told you, I'm fine. You're far too worried for outsiders. More importantly, Venia,
Yes. What is it?
concerning my deeds and response to Il earlier, be sure not to mention this to anyone. Of course, that includes to Milk and Canis.
Very well. Your wish is my command, Your Highness.
If this isn't some part of mistake on my part, this is one with such a pitiful soul.
Oh.
In any case, I managed not to drop any luggage, so we can consider the accomplishment a grand success.
The next day, Ignis and Rindo both happen to visit the shop. While sipping a freshly made honey latte, Eel speaks proudly of his successful visit to Medio.
Yeah, we all been through the portal, big guy.
Well, I think progress... fuck. Why do I do this to myself?
Who knows?
Well, I think progress is still progress. By the way, where are Miser and Canis?
The weather's nice and they went off for a walk at the park.
I see. Well, I understand the feeling. It's unsettling for my surveillance targets to be wandering around everywhere.
Middle-aged men sure have a lot of troubles.
You wound me.
Is that even related to middle age? Well, Rindo makes his objections. Talk of the weather reminds me of something. Oh, I almost forgot. That reminds me that today I've planned to hang everyone's sheets today. Luckily, it's still morning. I collect them all even from the vacant rooms. Just then, I catch a glance of Eel.
Huh?
As expected, he starts to squirm, indicating his desire to help. However, likely due to a memory of his failures, it seems he can't ask it himself. In that case. Oh no, the vibes are weird again. Eel, would you like to help?
Yes.
Okay, all the dust's out, so it's all prepared. I look up while thinking about the laundry rope strung tightly in the backyard.
Milk. What should I do?
Let's see. All that's left to do is hang the sheets. Do we give him the big sheets or give him the small sheets? High stakes choices here.
Oh,
I
you
don't think
can't
I-
be
I don't-
fucking serious.
I don't think I have to look up a guide for this. I'm pretty sure we're not gonna get a bad ending from small sheets.
If he uses the big sheets, he could get blown away by a big gust of wind, and then he would be
Then we get a
away.
bad
And we'd
ending.
it would have the retrieval arc of Eel.
Let me go grab the coin.
I'm gonna just look up a guide just in case.
Yeah.
Small sheets.
I mean, I
gets
should have a
mad
guide
and
up anyway.
me.
I've just been lazy.
Big sheets. His arms fall off.
His arms fall off. Oh no.
Okay. So we're going with big sheets.
Oh, we're gonna give him the big sheets. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
There we are.
Maybe I'll entrust him with the sheets from Ignis's, Canis's, and the empty rooms. The big sheets are hard to hold up and they block your view. Can you handle that?
Oh!
I swear to God, game.
What?
What the fuck?
I am begging you, game. He's not a baby.
It's not.
Hello?
Hello?
Hi.
Hello.
Did
Hello?
the big sheets blow you away, Mochi?
They did.
I'm so sorry.
Please leave it to me. If I fly, I can drop them down onto the string, so it won't even be necessary to drag them.
Oh, do you guys actually want to know an interesting thing?
Yes.
There's no choice-based bad endings in Eel's route. Like, I have the guide pulled up right now, and the only bad ending is like the like if you don't have enough affection for
Ooh.
them. So like the difference between like common, like a standard ending and the good ending. That's interesting. I don't even have to pull up a guide for this one. Cool.
Yeah.
This is a little weird though. I see. I classified that as a shortcut, but I guess it's fine. Just be careful not to let the wind carry them away.
Oh, did I guess what's gonna happen?
He's gonna be blown away, isn't he? After Eel hangs the largest sheets in his fallen angel form, he returns to his normal form, and together we work to hang the other sheets. Be sure not to just hold one spot and wrinkle it up. After pulling it taut, could you hang it on the string?
Pull it taut to avoid wrinkling. Is this correct?
Yeah, like that. Then you secure the ends with laundry clips, and that's the end.
Game, I'm begging you.
For now, Eel's work is going well. But as for my part... Alright, there. Considering my height, it's pretty hard to hang up the wide, thick sheets. I have a little place to give Eel advice, I think to myself and smile bitterly. Wah! My premonition was spot on. I ended up stepping on the end of the sheet as I spread it out. Without enough time to release my hold of the sheets, my body shakes and I lose balance. Eel got blown away again.
no.
Oh no.
To milk!
No, he's back, he's back. Just as I'm about to fall to the ground, Eel catches me. I must have worried him. He peers into my eyes with a sharp look of concern.
Are you okay?
Thanks, I'm fine thanks to you. As for the sheet I was holding, the edge I stepped had dirtied. It's otherwise fine, but... Ellipses. Despite catching with the full weight of my body, Eel's body isn't even slightly shaking and strained. It's almost like he's like a supernatural creature or something.
Hmm?
Eel's pretty slender, but also tall.
Okay.
He's a
Oh, we got a
fucking
CG?
angel.
Oh.
It reminded me of the
no.
time he whisked me away when he flew on that date. When he carried me and didn't struggle, and I forgot that for some reason. In times like these, he's just as reliable as everyone else.
Yeah. He's an
Stop
adult.
making him,
He's
game. I
an
beg of
adult.
you.
He's an adult. Oh my god, he is an adult. I unexpectedly started thinking of such things when...
Bet you're safe. Please look over there to milk.
Gil cradles me in his arms and happily points to the center of the backyard. Ah! There I see properly hung up sheets swaying pleasantly in the wind.
Wow.
The ones I asked Eel to do.
How does it look? Do you notice anything strange? All feedback is welcome. No need to be shy.
I stand back up and go to check them. They aren't wrinkled and in proper shape? Yeah, all good, a perfect score! I turn back to him and smile. I didn't realize he got a Magic Girl transformation sound there, but Eel's wings stretched out, seemingly involuntarily. He gently crossed my hands and... huh? Is Eel using some sort of magic? Before I realize it, my body floated gently in the air beside him. Eel. I'm guided by his hands. After rising up past the roof of Enchante, we complete our ascent. We stand atop the roof together, seeing the ripples of light eke through the clouds. Not too unlike the night sky on our date. What a surprise! I gaze concernedly at Eel, taken by surprise at the spectacle of it all.
I'm glad. Truly. This is the first time I've helped you with your work, without any failures.
Ellipses. His hands holding mine are trembling slightly. I finally realize something. Eel is an adult. I'm sure.
God, I hope so.
He took more happiness from his success than I could ever imagine. Enough for him to subconsciously fly up into the air. Among the gentle wind, he flaps his wings once more.
I have spent tireless hours thinking all this time about how I may be of use to you. Until now, I was always left such affairs to others around me, which I had been perfectly content with. Because it's efficient, because I can't do anything. However, recently, for some reason, it made me feel terribly empty. Everyone else was so adept at helping you, but I hated that I could not in return. Hence, I began to think.
Eel's eyes are straightforward. They also appear to be slightly teary.
Oh, he began to think. Wow.
Oh no, he's thinking.
My failures became too numerous to count. Even Ted A is nothing more than an exception to the rule.
What?
Still, even so, I can bask in the glory of this moment. The moment when I finally accomplished a task that you asked me to perform.
He's graduated from Pillow Princess to actual person. As he smiles at me, he grasps his hands back and say, yeah. Thank you, Eel, for your effort and your feelings. I'm thrilled to hear it. I can't.
Have confidence.
Ha! That's perfect.
No confidence.
No confidence.
No confidence. I can't tell you how proud I am that you decided to change on your own. Because I'm sure your world was already complete in a way.
My world, you say?
Yup, ever since my grandpa was around, you had Miser and Canna supporting you. You had so many people to help you. I don't blame you for how you were.
Mm.
But you broke out of it yourself, despite all the failures, despite what others said, and despite feeling the burden of guilt. You weren't content to rest on your laurels and stay hidden in your own little world. Those actions of yours, from my point of view, it's even better than traveling to another realm. It's one thing to talk about making major changes to your life. However, actually doing them requires major decisiveness and action. As I tell him.
It's nothing like that. All I did was volunteer to do what others had done along already.
A little embarrassment shows itself despite his effort to hide it. Heh. I don't know if this is the right way to put it, but lately you've become totally human, Eel.
Become human? Like Detroit? Me?
Yeah, to be honest. It's just like Detroit. When I first met you, you were hard to read, which troubled me.
Hi, I'm Cloud Gavin.
No. No, it's the opposite. I smile and tell him, "Hi, I'm Two Milk Gavin. As of late, you've taken the initiative to do all kinds of things. You've made new experiences. Each one seems to have affected you. If it was you before, I doubt you would have been so moved by accomplishing such a little task." Oh, was it actually rude to say that an angel is like a human? At my concern, he slowly shakes his head in response. In the sunlight, his beautiful green-white hair sways it. His hair's not green, is it? Is it green-white? Am I colorblind?
There is zero green in
There's
that hair.
no green in there. He's like
There's
blonde.
a green
Green.
feather. It's a feather.
It's under light green, like
I
on
can
the...
see, I can see it a little bit. Like it's like think of it like a very very light lime color.
Yeah, like it's only
Like
in
in the
one
back of his
spot
hair?
though.
Like his under hair, like you can see it.
Yeah,
It's kind of
yeah.
a limey.
Huh.
That is not the first color
I would
think of,
not
though.
say that he had green white hair.
No.
Like a minty going on in the back.
Like a minty white, not a minty green.
No.
Eels. Eels. His lips, his eyes, his cheeks. Aw, he's blushing.
Aw.
Look at that adult. I'll become like a flower in full bloom.
No. I would be very happy if I became more human.
In this moment, in Detroit, he had the most beautiful smile I'd ever seen in the whole world. It's different from his usual well-ordered and gentle smile. It's an enchanting, shining, beautiful smile that seems to contain his thoughts themselves.
I always had a vague understanding that I'm more empty than others, separated by a deep gap from those around. Even though I appear the most like a human, I seem to be the farthest from being a human. I was made to understand that countless times. It was impossible for me to fill that gap, so I gave up, giving in to accepting the compromise of those around me.
You got blown away again.
But now,
There
you
he's back.
call me human. Now, I'm much like you.
The temperature of his hands wrapping around mine rises.
I'm elated to see where this change takes me. And there's no mistake. You're the one who caused this change to Milk.
Me? Eel nods.
Nod.
Nod.
You never said things like, "That's just how he is," and you never wrote me off. You expanded my world from that small enclosed garden called Enchante. You thoroughly taught me one thing after another. You never lost hope in my will to change.
All of his joy seemed to well up at once. His words, asserted and delivered with confidence, were poignant.
I want to do even more. All for you. I want to change for your sake. I want to become someone who you can depend on. How dare I express these feelings inside of me? After all the Otome games I've played, after all the scenes I've memorized, even so, I find it impossible to properly express my gratitude for you.
His smile, his kindness. Ah, what a wonderful smile. Why does this seem like an ending scene rather than like a midpoint? I naturally start to smile myself. With a tad of bashfulness, but thoughts stir within me. Eel, I like your smile. I couldn't hold back the desire to express that, so I say it without hesitation.
Yeah.
However, as the words escape my mouth, a wave of embarrassment crashes over me. That's why, going forward, let's keep trying all kinds of things, Eel.
Yes.
Like that. I said such an innocuous line to try and hide my embarrassment.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Okay. The same day, in the evening, I booted up the Otome game I had received from Mr. Assistant and began to play it. Well, not quite. I didn't really play it. I just got through the opening movie. The opening movie's like a minute long. To Milk. She opened the game, the opening like cutscene where like they throw the PNGs at the wall, like played, and she was just like, well, that's enough for today.
You?
Komuro sits on my lap, staring at the game screen, seemingly out of deep interest. Something about its story struck me, the genre of this game.
Oh.
No, is fantasy. A world where magic is perfectly normal. The main character owns a general goods store. In other words, you're the heroine.
Oh my god, it's Silhouette Game?
Oh my god. Finally, I love Silhouette Game. Famous magicians and royalty, among others, come to visit. Players can romance a man of all statuses.
Okay.
Okay. She's a shop owner just like me. We're pretty similar. Maybe I'll be able to relate. Ah, the first choice appeared. This will raise affection level with someone, won't it? Without hesitation. I picked the choice that I think would raise affection level with the demure young man Eel had recommended to me.
Switch.
Thank you kindly. This is the item I was searching for.
Okay, thank you, mysterious young man.
To think you would help me locate such a rare item. Gabling?
I did it. That raises affection level, I think.
You?
Koro makes a fist and takes up a guts pose with me. What?
What?
What? Before I started, I wondered if I could struggle to play it correctly. In fact, I thought I'd totally suck. I had various concerns, but actually playing it wasn't too bad.
Look, it's a Toei
It's
game,
a
girl.
Toei
It's
game,
just
girl.
a Toei game.
Calm down.
You just make choices. You know what this is called? Two Milk? It's called a visual novel. You read. At this rate, I'll be able to talk about Otome games as much as he does. When I begin to think of Il. Suddenly,
Okay.
I recall a smile. His excitement for having changed. The way he credited me. How Il smiled at me like a flower gently blooming. A smiling face of his I'd never seen, but that didn't seem like his. As I think it over, I start to feel... Huh. I like it. That pure, genuine goodwill. When I received it so directly...
No.
Go back.
Son of a bitch.
Ellipses. Ellipses.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. Ellipses.
You?
Just then my hand stopped. Koro began to tap me with his arms as if something was off. Huh? Of course I was talking about his smile, you know.
Cute. Cute, 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 cute.
I started making excuses to Koro without much thought. I cough in a forced way to clear my throat, then return my attention to the Otome game. But this person, just as Il said, is full of mystery. He won't even say his name. They just call him mysterious young man the whole time. Will he tell me if we get closer? But I think I would enjoy it. A real feeling. The process of growing closer. I'm feeling more motivated. I'll do my best to complete it.
Cute. Cute, cute.
Antivirus alert.
Ah, hi
Your
Burb.
PC
How
is
you doing? Hope everybody has
absolutely
one. Well, welcome in, Raiders. My name's Nur. Currently, I am joined with 1010 Matcha, Emoji, and Brevi. We are currently reading through Cafe Enchanté. We are on the Il route. So if you want to avoid any spoilers for the Il route of this game, just be aware that we're like on chapter 2 or something.
Also, please be aware that this route's weird as fuck.
Also, this route is very weird as fuck.
Whoa.
Like, really weird. Get ready to see some weird things. Hope you had a good stream. Kick back and relax. You're gonna be at it for a little while longer. Several days later, I take a break from playing the Otome game.
You played it for...
Woo! Finally out of Enchanté! For once, I wasn't leaving just to restock ingredients, my own private outing. It seems I'm not the only one who had a big change in feelings after the matter.
No. Oh, okay.
What? You all obstructing me. If she's going out, then I shall accompany her.
You deaf? She says she doesn't want company.
That's right. It's one thing if she asks you to carry bags, but interrupting a girl's shopping trip is uncouth. Only if she asks you to one-trip it. Two Milk, we shall hold Il back. You should depart now. Would you like me to one-trip it?
No, I'm good. I've learned the art of the one trip, Canis. It's okay.
I'm so
I'll be
proud of you.
Oh, thank you. I'll be going now.
Oh, no! Wait! Please don't leave me behind. 2 Milk! 2 Milk!
That sprite's cute, though.
It is very cute. His sad cries elicits a feeling of guilt from me. Il was, according to Ignis, like a baby bird following its parent, and I had opened
can
his
we
heart
not?
to me. Oh no.
No, he's not.
He is not.
Please, no.
His parent.
Did you imprint on him?
No, don't do this. No, we're
No.
not. No. No.
This is the
My
This is the
God.
opposite of Victor's route in Code Realize. No,
Just the
we're
other way
parent.
around.
His parent, huh? It left me with a hollow feeling. Good.
God, I hope.
Like, being totally honest, I'd rather be looked at in a different light. Thank God. Good,
Oh, thank
good. Yes,
God.
queen. Yes,
Oh my
queen.
god.
Ellipses. No. Why am I acting so
What?
full of myself?
Girl, I swear to God.
I shake off my idle thoughts and start walking in search of a boutique with next season's trends available. I'm a trendsetter. Who the fuck is this? Who wants to take a step? Who wants to take a stab at this?
Huh? Could you be 2 Milk?
Huh? A passerby calls my name, so I stop and turn around. Ah! She's a little older than I remember, but I wouldn't fail to recognize her. There I see, a friend from high school beaming with a bright smile. Okay.
I knew it, 2 Milk. Small world. Never thought I'd run into you in a place like this.
You're not even gonna give her a name?
I'm surprised too. When did you move to the city? You?
I didn't quite move. I'm visiting my older sister since she works here. But I see, so this is where you moved off to.
Delighted by our reunion, you know, with my my friend. We join hands and bounce excitedly.
Hey, since we're here, how about we go somewhere and catch up? You simply must catch me up on all the hot gossip I missed about your grandfather, so on.
Yeah, of course. You know, my grandpa was always up to stuff.
I was up all night.
Howdy.
Up all night to get lucky.
After getting takeout coffee from a cafe, we leisurely...
Coffee?
we literally sit down on a bench in nearby back. Not as good as mine. Judging from the aroma and the strong acidity, these beans must be based in Kilimanjaro. Do we know what Kilimanjaro is?
Girl, what the fuck?
A brand of coffee bean and a variety cultivated around Mount Kilimanjaro in Tanzania. It's widely known for its sweet aroma and acidity. Why does she know this? From the smell. I look down at my blended coffee and my paper from the perspective of a cafe owner. I take a sip for research, thinking it might be a more nuanced flavor profile.
Can you tell? Oh, shit.
Oh, haha, it's just a guess. I guess I drink so much coffee that I'm developing a palate for it.
But not tea.
Huh. Now that you mention it, you own a cafe now, right?
As I moved to ask her how she knows, I remember that some of her relatives were entrepreneurs, so I consulted her. I just forgot that I consulted her about this.
If you don't mind, could I visit your shop sometime?
Yeah, of course. If I tell everyone beforehand, they can either hide or pretend, so there shouldn't be any issue.
But I see. You've always been a great chef, 2 Milk. How's business? Good, I assume?
Decent, I guess. I make ends meet thanks to some regulars, like 5 of them.
Huh? So you have regulars? What kind of people are they?
They're 5 men, I guess?
What do you mean, question mark?
Men? And there are 5 of them?
Yeah, why are your eyes gleaming like that?
Well, you know, moving to a new city means a fresh start. It never hurts to make some new friends, right? Hope this isn't too forward, but are you into any of them? We've never talked about your love life.
I nearly choke on my coffee. Into them, as in... I didn't take after my grandpa's work to do things like that.
Then, is there anyone you like?
That's... Okay, are we gonna remain silent, say, I'm a workaholic, or not exactly? So many good choices here.
D20.
If you do want to choose for us, there's a redeem that... Did I turn it on? I don't remember if I turned it on.
It isn't!
Oh shit.
Oh,
no. It's on now. There's a redeem. It's 100 channel points. It's called Grab Our Controller, and you can choose anything that pops on screen.
To
Now
the
it's
left
on.
of me, there's a beautiful sky, and like with pink clouds. To
Oh,
the right of
geez.
me, there's a huge storm cloud
Oh no.
with lightning going through like the sky.
Nice.
Nice. Geese,
Alright,
what do you want?
geese.
What do you want? What are we saying? I'm sitting at the edge of my seat, just waiting. Remain silent. Okay.
Oh dang.
I exercise my right to remain silent.
Hey! I forgot. That's not fair! You always do this whenever romance comes up.
Then you need to get a boyfriend first.
I wouldn't have a problem if it was so easy. Why? You're so mean.
Alright, I managed to dodge the question.
But can you dodge this knife?
Oh
But you didn't. I've already gone into the fairy voice. Fuck. Didn't deny it, which means.
no! Ah. I didn't manage. I give in and slowly start confessing it. It really is just someone I'm curious about. He's a bit off from normal people and clumsy, and sometimes they act like he's a child, but he's really not. He's a fully grown adult who's been alive for like 1,000 years. At first I felt like I couldn't just abandon him. I thought it was cute, but I'm aware that I'm turning bright red. But once I started talking, I couldn't stop. And when things heated up, he made such a lovely smile, and I realized he's a man too. Oh my god!
That last part? Serious face. What do you mean by that last part?
I realized it was a man! That straightforwardness and purity. Something about it intrigues me, or I think sometimes maybe.
I'm out.
This silence is embarrassing. At least make some sort of comment. But it's nothing like wanting to date or anything. It's not a desire like that. Our relationship doesn't seem like it's going anywhere. Finally, despite her saying nothing, I start making excuses.
Huh. I see.
She doesn't even see. Well, she was puzzled at first. After hearing my answer, she seems to nod.
Follow your heart. I'll be rooting for you.
You don't need to. She's holding her thumb up and making a sly face at me, and I shout back in response.
God.
Oh. It's already this late? We've talked for a while. There's that voice. Well, if we weren't going to get coffee, we should have gone to your place.
Ha ha ha, true. Next time you're around, let me know. I'll welcome you. And if I'm too busy during the day, you can drop by after closing time.
I got it. I'll be in town for a while, so call me if anything happens. Like if any of those 5 guys are looking for, yeah.
Ellipses. It's been so long since I've seen her that I couldn't help from talking a lot. It seems I've been thinking about Eel more than I anticipated. How interesting! Not capitalized. After a slight detour, I finished shopping and the sun had set. Huh? The air seems strangely moist.
That's called humidity.
Why is the air so thick and moist? The weather report said it would be clear all day. To check again, I take out my smartphone and open the weather app. Oops, accidentally opened the SNS app next to it. Oopsie. Oh, SPG, thank you so much for the follow. I really appreciate it. Thank you, thank you. I guess I could look there for weather information from the texting app?
Oh shit, it's all in one.
I casually open up the search menu in my texting app as I look for the weather. Because of my current location, a popular news article from my area is pinned to the top. Normally I just ignore such things, but mysterious disappearances? My eyes honed in on these strange words. That reminds me, Ignis was reading an article about that earlier. I gotta get a little curious, so I squint at the fine print,
Fight.
of the news article.
Zoom in.
On my phone.
I'm just gonna squint at it. In this part of town, right where I stood. In other words, in the area near Enchante, there are several mysterious disappearances
Why
occurring.
the fuck is
Sudden
that?
disappearances of people with no prior warning or trace, as though it was the work of a god.
What?
There are currently around 5 victims. They were last spotted at night before allegedly being abducted in the back alleys. For some reason, they never came back out and vanished completely. That's right, leaving without a trace. There are already multiple search requests registered with the police. There is a chance it was overblown as it wasn't reported on TV yet. Oh man, time for the serial killer arc. Are you guys ready?
Hooray!
Ellipses. This town, in this area, at night. I look up to the starry night sky and quietly put my smartphone away. I wonder why I'm suddenly getting scared. Well, mysterious disappearance has an unrealistic sound to it. It's true that people have gone missing in this area, and that fans my fear. Luckily, there's still a lot of people around, so I should go home before it gets really dark. Maybe it's because it's dinner time. The streets gets less and less populated, and I can hear my footsteps echo as I walk. No, that's not possible. I only just read that news. It wouldn't happen to me right after. Wants to be a woman. Nobody wants to be kidnapped today, I see.
No, stop.
I hear a faint shout. It's a woman's voice, I think. Ellipses. I think. The source of the voice was in the back of a dark, barrow alley stretching between nearby buildings. Ooh.
Barrow.
For a moment, the darkness makes me hesitate. Ooh, but I heard it! If I ignored it and went home, it would definitely bother me. I hold my smartphone in one hand so I could call for help right away if need be and leap into the alley. Relying only on what I heard, I checked the surroundings, but where'd they go? Excuse me, is anyone here? I tried calling out, but as expected, there's no reply. Just then, slightly. I noticed something at my feet that stands out a little. What could this be? I know it's something, space period. I just can't describe it. Considering the feelings from my fingers, I can tell it's something soft, but due to the faint light engulfing it, the outline is too blurry to tell. There's no sign of anyone. I rushed over pretty quick, so I figured I'd at least see a silhouette of something if something was happening here. So then, what was that shout? This area has a lot of bars. Maybe the rowdy voices of people echoed through here. Maybe? I don't know the truth, but there's no mistaking this is a dark place. In fact, if I stayed here, I wouldn't be able to defend myself. Without thinking about it, I put something I picked up in my bag and decided to leave in a hurry.
Okay.
Two milk.
Huh? Eel? At the same time I emerge from the alley, Eel comes swooping down from the night sky. Only slightly after, Candace appears from the path to Enchante. That was shocking. Did you come all the way here like that?
Yes, the night is growing late, so I've received permission to fetch you. Please don't worry. I shrouded myself in magic to hide my form.
If you simply didn't fly in the first place. Apologies. It seemed he wished to see you even a moment sooner. Please don't reproach him.
It's fine. In fact, I feel a little relieved. I was a little scared to go home by myself.
Scared? Did something happen?
I give the two of them a brief explanation of the incidents in the news.
Mysterious disappearances, you say? Such strange things occur. However, I'm here now. No matter what happens, I will protect you. So please, don't worry.
I'm sure. I'll rely on you. But just in case we decide to hurry back to Enchante to avoid such an incident. Alright, Eel, about that game, I started playing through it seriously.
Oh, seriously?
Yeah, seriously.
At last. How is it? Oh, what are your thoughts on the game thus far?
I'm still
Have
not-
you met my Borbos?
I did meet your Blorbo. He's very mysterious. I haven't learned his name yet, though. I'm still not on an individual's route. I think I'm just about to start, though. You put it best. It's certainly interesting. The world setting is well put together, and I can easily empathize with the heroine. And right now, I'm pursuing the character you recommended to me.
So you chose him. He's... Oh, right. No spoilers allowed. You must hurry so that we can converse about it. How unbearable.
With a lively conversation, I walk beside Eel on the way home.
I am also here, walking near you.
Candace is walking a step behind, near us, warmly watching over us, I think. I'm back, Kororo.
Cute.
When I return to my room, I do a dancing turn with a welcoming Kororo in my arms. Then I sit on my bed and point to the game console I left. Heh. When I started talking about the game, Eel smiled gleefully again. For Eel's sake too, I must hurry and finish it.
Cute.
Like yesterday, I boot up the game with Kororo on my lap. It seems Kororo has taken a liking to the setup too. Let's see, the story so far was...
Okay. No, Mitch.
Just before entering the individual route, the heroine fails a job entrusted to her and becomes depressed. She sits miserably in the park. There appears... I think it's you again.
What's wrong? You seem perturbed. Is there anything I could do to help?
Does he get a CG? The elegant yet esoteric young man smiles softly. But this person, on closer inspection...
I got a silhouette game.
He speaks politely, is super mellow,
Oh.
kind of reminds me of Eel.
Okay.
Okay. Man, my favorite silhouettes here. As I smile over it, I slowly press the confirm button.
I have taken a liking to your natural, smiling face. In order to reclaim it, I would do anything. Even if it meant taking the world on.
Imagine having like a bad day at work and like you come home to your significant other, they say that to you.
I'll burn the whole world down for you. Milk too.
Ellipses. 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 What?
Huh?
Huh? I feel like I've heard that line before, maybe.
Oh no.
Oh, is he stealing his line?
Oh no.
From the fucking It's
Oh
over here.
no.
Oh no.
No.
He's not actually a person, is he? Shortly before Enchante's opening time. Before the owner, Two Milk, made her way downstairs. 5 of the shop's regulars surround the table with serious expressions.
Whatever.
The mysterious disappearances are related to another world. Or non-humans, you say?
The subject concerns the rumors which had circulated as of late about the mysterious disappearance incidents.
It's too early for this crap. Even if they are beings from another dimension, that has nothing to do with enchant, right? Every time.
Rindo?
Pretty much. Dave and I know it is no direct connection to you. However, we've detected traces of strange spells. If possible, Miser and Eel, since you two specialize in magic, I'd like to request your help with analysis.
Miser and Eel exchange a look, prompting Eel to lift his eyebrow. While Enchante is unrelated, the disappearances took place not too far from it.
I suspect that a wormhole opening may explain the string of disappearances. The alternative, however, is disconcerting to ponder. Also, just in case, if she so happened to be the target.
We? We should prepare for the worst. I'm...
The royal we.
Yeah. Each regular contemplates this thought themselves.
Sorry, I was trying to do some dinner stuff real quick. Hold it. Regardless of the case, it would be best to talk to her about it, too.
To Milk, good morning. You woke up rather late today.
Oh, it's Milk's
Ellipses.
part. Yay.
Hello, it's me.
Is something wrong? Is something stuck to my face?
Sorry, Eel, I'm just half asleep. Also, why is everyone here? Even Rindo's here so early.
About that.
We're just gonna... Okay. Alright, what was the point of
Okay.
that?
Oh?
Thanks to the regulars, I was up to speed.
Truth be told, last night it occurred just around the corner, in an alley off to the main street. A young woman disappeared. The time was around 2000.
The time and place takes me aback.
No. Stop.
Don't tell me. Could that have been the scream I overheard? Or the soft whispering?
Huh? What's with you? Were you there or something?
I didn't see it directly, but I thought I heard a whisper. I thought it was my imagination, so I didn't look into it.
Oh my god.
That's not your fault. If you know nothing more, then for now we must treat it as a simple rumor.
Too right. Even if you were to reach the woman just as she vanished, you may not have been able to save her. In fact, you may have been taken as well. The mere possibility causes my hair to stand.
Ellipses.
And it's very long.
Yeah, for
So
now,
I'd be very tall.
Yeah, save my regrets for later. I had to focus on the situation and look out for any possible clues, like the thing I put in my bag. When Rindo asked me to elaborate. Possible clues? Ah, I just remembered. Just then I recalled a certain item. Please, just wait a minute.
Oh?
I hurried to my own room and returned back down with my bag. Last night, I picked something up at the scene, but I really don't know what it is.
You don't know? The hell's that supposed to mean?
I couldn't quite see it. It didn't have a shape, it was hard to make out.
You couldn't see it? The plot is thickening.
Well, it would be faster to show than explain, so I began to rummage through my bag. Wait, but... the inside of my bag is dark. Did that mysterious light vanish? With little choice, I searched through the bag with just the shop's lighting and feeling of my fingers. Then... I think this is it. I found something white in my bag. Without knowing what the item was, I pulled out and go hand it over the Rindo.
Yeah.
What?
delicious.
With the movement of Rindo's hand, it glimmers in the sunlight. In exchange for its diminishing glow, however, we see that it is a single white, soft, and lovely feather. This appearance is related to non-humans. The strange object found at the scene was a stark white feather. All of us realized at once.
Hmm.
An angel's feather? Everyone's gaze focuses on Eel.
Eel, do you know something about this?
Candace asked in a low voice, and in that moment, Eel clutches his chest and collapses on the spot. Eel?
Hey, what happened?
We hurriedly call to him, but he doesn't answer us. With raised nails, he tears at his chest. Normally, beautiful songs flow through those full, beautiful lips, but now they're only dry, disorderly gasps.
Yeah?
Weird thing to comment on right now, too, Milk. Not the time.
Rindo, hide the feather.
How's the weather? Oh, I got it.
Rindo follows Magzer's demand and stows the feather in his pocket. Although he has forgotten how to breathe, Eel continues to struggle. I quickly stoop down, rubbing his back as he agonizes. Eel, calm down, slow down, take deep breaths.
Yeah. Oh no.
After rubbing him for a while, I start patting at regular intervals to remind him of his breathing rhythm. As I repeat this, while still slight, Eel began to normalize. However, he's in no condition to talk.
Ines, would you mind carrying Eel to his room? I understand.
I'll never understand.
While holding Eel,
You
Anne
never
is
will.
marched to the second floor. The once noisy cafe interior flips, and a dull silence filled the room. After checking to make sure Eel's out of sight, Rindo once again takes the feather out. What could have happened to Eel?
Ellipses.
A pure white angel feather. Its beauty befits the word divine. But it was almost too beautiful. Almost like it was sterile, too. Too cold to be admired in any kind of intimate way.
Cool.
Cool. Yeah, this is a long chapter.
Ill narrating.
Yeah.
Timing right when Candace opened the door, I take the opportunity to leap inside alone. I shut the door. Then I place a powerful barrier on it to ward off any guest.
Any guess?
What are you doing, Eel? One of us needs to watch over you until your condition improves.
I'm okay. I'll be fine, so... For now, leave me alone. Please. Perhaps out of heeding my begging, I hear Candace's footsteps grow faint as he walked away. Without turning on the lights, I clutch my chest once more and sit feebly on the floor. That feather is... Why would someone like that be in the human world? It couldn't be. Are there other angels searching for me? Calm down. It's simply a coincidence. I desperately tell myself as if letting down my guard would stop my breathing. Nuts. However, what if it's not a coincidence? What if the angels are related to the mysterious disappearances? And if by chance they come in contact with Enchante? If Two Milk becomes involved, the girl who adores my smiling face, and my identity. What if they tell her? I ponder the future in panic. I can tell that I've gone pale without looking at a mirror. What entered my view was the presence of a certain thing, space in my room. Here, finally, truly at last, I've realized I've committed a terrible blunder. That's right. If she plays through that title, will she discover my true identity?
He's an Otome boy.
I can't see my own face, but I touch my cold hand to my cheek. My trembling fingertips check the parts composed of my face one by one. Above the eyelids, the cheeks, and the mouth. That's... What do I look like right now? What kind of face am I making? Isn't it distorted? Isn't something missing? To an extent, she likes my smiling face. Then, what will she make of my false smile? No. No more need for assumptions. Without reason, my head says such a warning. First, I must take countermeasures in response to the current crisis. To do that, I need to think. I must return to my usual self.
I have to say, the route went from, like, me being, like, not happy with it for me being very interested in, like, a single scene.
Yeah.
I am leaning forward in my chair.
What the hell?
Yeah. After that, I tried visiting Eel's room several times with Miser and the others, but for some reason he staunchly refuses anyone entry, so we can't even see his condition. For the time until Eel calms down, we entrusted a mysterious disappearance investigation to Rindo. It's late. Miser's gone to the demon world. Candace and Ignis went out shopping for things possibly useful to nurse Eel. As for me, it's been a while, but I opened the book Grandpa left me. Section on angels. Here it is. I trace along the letters with my finger, following the text and illustrations. Envoys of God, a race brimming with benevolence, watches over humanity. Huh? That's not too far from the image I always had of them. In that case, it seemed unlikely that such beings would get wrapped up in kidnappings. But seeing how an angel's feather was left at the scene, it can't be a coincidence. And moreover, I'm concerned about Eel's terrified reaction. Ah. I noticed my game console left forgotten on top of the table. That's right, I left it in sleep mode. I can't really focus like this, I should power it off completely. As a thought comes to mind, I reach for the game console. But the moment I wake it from sleep mode, the Atoma game I was playing before begins to play automatically. Alright, I had it on auto mode. Or I can press the stop button.
You needn't to worry. With a wound like this, I need only the thought of you to survive.
The mysterious young man's line plays. Alright, the heroine had been attacked by an animal in the forest and he had saved her. As I switch the power off, I think to myself, the more I play, the more I see Eel in this guy.
Oh my god.
It went beyond a surface
Seriously.
observation as expressions, tones, even remarks. Wait, Could he be copying this character out of respect because he likes him so much, maybe? I wouldn't know for sure without asking, but that seems like something he would do. How like Eel. Just like him. I put the game and book away on the shelf, then psych myself up a little. For now, maybe I'll make a float or something to help soothe Eel's nerves. As I think this, I exit my room. Ah. Right when I descended to the second floor, I came across Eel emerging out of his own room. Eel, are you feeling better, buddy?
Somewhat. Forgive me for concerning you.
Eel's tone as he speaks is mellowed completely. Breathing also looks steady. Considering how shaken up he was, I thought it would take a long time for him to calm down, but... Hey, do you mind if I asked what got you so shaken up earlier? Eel tilts his head at me. It seems Eel was already anticipating that I would ask it. He makes a small nod, then answers in a low bellow, end quote.
It's because I'm a fallen angel. If I'm discovered and caught by normal angels, they would punish me. Or force me into some kind of re-education.
Punish you? It was an ominous statement. But seeing how frightened Eel was, there's no mistake it's a severe punishment. I see. But I don't want to pry too much, only to disturb him once again. For now, I'll just be content that Eel is so lively again, and normal, and himself.
To Milk, do you have a moment? About the game. How far?
A ringtone goes off, interrupting his question. Oh, that's me. Sorry, just a second. Thought it'd be Rindo calling after returning to the GPM. But the name displayed on screen belongs to an unexpected person. Hello?
Sorry for calling out of the blue, and you know.
It's the cheerful voice of my old friend with whom I reunited the other day. Her voice is still on the loud side, so I'm sure Eel, who stood right next to me, could hear her. No worries, I happen to be on break. What's up?
I know it's a bit late, but do you mind if I come through?
Huh? Come through where?
Your shop, obviously. I gotta get back. I got back sooner than I expected. Your shop's called on for the day, right?
Wait, right now? I hurriedly checked the clock in my console's home menu. 9 p.m. The faint woman's scream I heard that night reverberates through my head. You shouldn't. Didn't you see the news? There's been a mysterious disappearance close to here.
Oh, please. Mysterious disappearances. Do you really believe in stuff like that? Anyway, I'll be heading over now. I found an address on the app, so I'll be fine. I'm looking forward to seeing it. Drinking your coffee, I mean. I'll see you. I'll call you again when I'm there.
Wait, the disappearances aren't a hoax, and also, like, you know serial killers exist, right? Oh, fuck.
I've seen Code Realigned.
My desperate person. She's like wandering out, just like, oh, maybe a man will rescue me tonight.
Maybe a man will rescue me.
My desperate persuasion goes in vain and the call ends. With that incident yesterday, the worst possibility fills my head and I can't speak.
Considering the conversation's contents, was the other a person close to you?
I nod frantically. Eel appears just a little indecisive for a moment, then...
Then we should go fetch her at once. Regardless of whether something occurs, it should be fine if we secure her first.
Right, there's no point standing around. I send word by SNS to Candace and the others, since it would waste time to wait for their return. Then I dash out into the night town along with Eel. Eel promptly determines the shortest route from her hotel to the shop and leads the way. Following the path, we run along in search of her. Where could she be? Don't tell me she already... The moment I think that.
Ah!
please hold on to me. I will fly straight to the screaming's origin.
Without waiting for my answer, Eel holds my body and takes flight. The complex interweaving alleys are no obstacle for him flying in the air. He finds a silhouette right away. Still supported by Eel, we make a soft landing. At the same time, Eel returns to the form he usually lives as, at the end of his stern gaze. She's collapsed limply on the ground. Several shadows encircled her.
Huh.
Oh no.
Ah.
Angels? Moreover, unlike Eel, their wings are pure white. Is this what angels really look like? Look like fucking Hal from Howl's Moving Castle, like the weird kids in that one palace. Right! Eel, are you okay? I recall his panic in the morning and hurriedly look over to check.
Issue. Even I couldn't lose composure in a situation like this.
As he says this, Eel faces straight at the angels.
Allow me to ask, my former brethren. Exactly why are you in the human world? Why are you snatching humans? Could it be? Is this his doing?
Huh.
I didn't expect much. I figured you wouldn't answer.
Haha.
Yeah.
The angels were silent the whole time, but the man at the center finally speaks. Refer to gods transmitting their thoughts or will to those in a lower world, such as humans on Earth. In this game, it refers to God sending commands down to angels.
I like how the word 2 is fucking cut off.
Oh my god.
This is a perfect game. Nothing wrong with it. Why is his voice so muffled? There's nothing in front of his... nothing in front of his face.
Yeah.
I pause, wondering what they mean. But as I turn, I see a beam of light I see a beam of light draws a magic circle. I see a beam of light draws a magic circle around my friend. Oh my god. Before I can say anything.
I won't allow it.
Oh, Angel B, huh?
Uh-huh.
What's the Angel B?
Why are you asking? Suddenly, light flies by like the wind and pierces the wing of one of the angels. When I look over around Eel in graceful stance,
What?
several magic circles of dazzling light in the form of crosses have appeared. None of those are crosses.
To Milk, before I engage in battle, you want me to minimize the collateral damage and recover your friend without injury, correct?
Can you do that?
Possibly.
With a smile. Countless arrows of light fly out of the magic circles in all directions. He takes aim at the angels scattered about and shoots them all at once. The arrows instantly hit several of the targets and slam their bodies into the ground. Upon seeing this, the remaining angels attempt to flee.
For the damage you've done to mankind, no, to Tumilk's heart, expect to take some damage.
Without a single pause, Eel activates the second attack. With even more speed than before, the sharp weapons of light illuminate the gloomy alleyway. Regardless of by air or land, the angel who's tried to flee are mercilessly shot in the wings and legs.
Oh my god.
With a flutter, a countless number of battered feathers fall to the dirty ground. And one beat later, all the angels feebly drop to the ground.
It seems holding back really does little damage.
I think it's more than enough. But it's true. While the angels are unconscious, none of their wounds seem fatal. Maybe this is Eel's mercy.
Anyway, with that settled.
Soon. Soon.
Uh-huh.
With a leisurely pace unthinkable after a battle, Eel advances along the night road.
Wait, what? I'm sorry?
You know, he heads towards the angel right in front of my friend, kneeling and unable to move.
Now, could you return the woman to us?
With a gentle smile that could be taken as friendly, Eel doesn't wait for the angel's reply and extends his hand towards her. But before his delicate fingers reach her, from far in the night sky, light comes flying down like a shooting star.
Oh.
In the alley's melancholy air, Eel, with his pure white skin, had his right arm sliced off.
What?
Oh!
Ellipses. Ellipses. What? The splashing sound of flowing, falling blood. With the smell of iron, the cut off arm falls into the center of the puddle.
Hey, is that an arm?
The white...
You gonna eat that?
Not right now, Ignis. The white sleeve cut off along with it slowly soaks into a red color. As though waiting for this opportunity, the collapsed angels disappear into surges of light. However, right now, more than important than that... Eel? I want to believe this is a dream. With a trembling body, I fearfully look at Eel. But no matter how many times I look, below his right elbow, there's nothing. Just dripping red. Ah! I scream with no voice. First aid, contact everyone, I need to do something. As I toil with indecision, watching the tragedy unfold before my eyes, my body won't do what I tell it to.
I was careless. And so they had a rear guard in the distance, and careful preparations for teleportation.
However, he himself seemed totally unconcerned.
Regardless, to sever my dominant arm of all things. How inconvenient.
He sighs in a somewhat pouty way. Using his left arm and the rest of his body, Eel carries my friend over to me. He totally ignores the angels who fled in his own injury. Drip, drip. The blood still drips from his severed right arm.
Here you go. As promised, I return her to you, unharmed.
He looks happy about it. With an innocent smile, he holds her out to me. Sure, of course, I'm happy she's safe, but... Eel... My breaths are trembling. How can he... Despite such a wound, despite bleeding so much, smile like he normally would?
Is something the matter? To Milk, this isn't the wrong person, right?
Everything was the matter. Eel, your arm and you're bleeding!
A wound like this can be repaired quite quickly.
But doesn't it hurt? We need to hurry and stop the bleeding.
No need. I had told you, it will recover quickly.
The conversation goes in circles and I'm the one to lose. The moment the choking smell of blood from his body reaches me, my vision goes blurry. I know I shouldn't at a time like this, but I just can't stop it. Tears start spilling from my eyes.
What?
I'm sorry, Eel. It's all because I told her about Enchante in the first place. Because of me, you've been hurt. As I cry and apologize, Eel lowers my friend to the ground and starts to babble in confusion.
Please, wait a moment. Why are you... Is this something to cry over? I recovered your friend, right? Without failure this time, and I didn't damage our surroundings. I thought you would be happy. I thought you'd smile, so I...
After going silent for a while, Eel moves his uninjured left arm and grasps my hand. He gives me a warm, reassuring smile.
Please, don't worry. This wound is nothing. The thought of you is enough to endure that.
Oh no!
Oh no!
Holy
Oh,
shit!
no.
This game is going insane.
That voice and that smile, it was uncanny. Holy shit! Wait. Without doubt, it played out exactly as it had in the Atoma game. It was practically the same line. I shiver. A strange chill runs up my back. Regardless of how fond he was of him, copying it out of respect, even in a situation like this, is kind of lame.
Is that the word you... Lame?
Lame? Eel, are you cringe?
Hmm?
Suddenly, strength leaves Eel's neck. Eel? I hurriedly call to him as he hangs his head, losing consciousness. So you really were just forcing yourself. That wound must hurt. I was an idiot for thinking about Atome games in a situation like this. The details can wait for later. I need to prioritize stopping his bleeding. I reach for his torn garment, thinking it could be useful to bind his wound. Huh? In a soft voice, Eel starts muttering something.
Damage confirmed. Bodily injuries in excess of 10%. Activating self-regeneration program.
He's a fucking robot! I fucking knew it!
Gathering and converting a key from ley line underground as alternative to spirit energy. Commencing reconstruction of body.
Oh my god, he's a black mage!
Refers to energy lines flowing underground according to studies such as in Feng Shui. Huh? Eel's body's engulfed in silver light. To protect my eyes from the glare, my eyelids ignore my will and forcibly seal off my vision. That's a weird way to say that.
You
Several
fucking
seconds later.
just
Ellipses. I sense the light has faded and fearfully open my eyes. Oh! There I see Eel looking down at his perfectly healed right arm. When I look over, his right arm and the blood pooled on the ground have vanished without a trace. However, despite his wound being... Oh no, Ignis got it, didn't it? You can't leave body parts on the ground, Eel. Despite his wound being healed, his facial expression is still one of unease.
Oh, Milk. Just now. Did I happen to say anything strange out loud?
I couldn't answer at all. But my silence was taken as an answer to his question. Eel is shaken by that strange occurrence being seen. I can tell to a painful degree.
What?
Holy shit.
What a turn!
And we're still in chapter 2! Afterwards, Ignis and the others who saw my message came rushing over. Thanks to Rindo dealing with the matter, my friend who was almost taken by the angels was brought to a hospital.
Dang thing fucked me up, it did.
As for Eel, whose right arm was cut off despite being fully healed, Ignis and the others threw him into an empty room for treatment and I told him to rest in bed. Ellipses. The whole time, he and I didn't exchange a single word.
Ooh.
Little awkward. Get back here, Rindo.
Get back here, Masha!
I'm still trying the dinner. I see. So the angels from Kalim, are the culprits behind the strings of abductions.
Angels kidnapping people. Since when is heaven such a scummy place?
Ellipses. All the regulars, excluding Miser, who was in the demon world, were conscious of Il. I admit everything I can remember about what happened at the time as I sat attentively.
There's no mistake that the angels asked Il to aid them in the abductions.
I nod without saying a word.
Not one word.
Not a word. With my response, Rindo sighs deeply.
We don't know what their goal is, but it seems we need to monitor Il's movements for some time.
Rindo, that's... I can understand what he means. As the person who monitors Enchanté, if any of the non-humans act strangely, Kaoru Rindo must act accordingly as per his duty as a member of the GPM.
We're putting Il under house arrest.
Oh no.
That's fair. I find it hard to believe as well, but Calum and the angels are full of mystery. Rindo's concerns are inly appropriate?
What?
Inly.
I think it's supposed to be only.
Only, but they are inly.
You know what? They're inly appropriate.
I internally thought of it only.
Hell, it's possible he wasn't even aware of it.
That eel's being used somehow by the angels?
Woof.
Oh. After barking, Ignis starts to run his hand through his hair.
Actually, I never thought of it until now. Why does he live in the human world in the first place? Even if he's just being hunted as a fallen angel, angel of darkness, seeing how strong he is, you could just blow them all away.
Wait, Ignis, you didn't know?
Yeah, none of us who come to Enchanté do so to get dirt on each other. Keeping quiet is the unspoken rule. Also, like, why would I ask? What about you, Caddis? You've been here longest, right?
Yes, but we don't speak on each other's routes. Much like you, I know nothing about Il's circumstances or about when he came to the shop. From what I remember, he wasn't here, then one day he was. That's all I recall.
What?
We still have another chapter, Ignis.
With Candace's remarks, everyone's eyes open wide.
At the time, the only non-humans at Enchanté were myself and Miser. There was a time when I returned to Medium for a long period. When I returned?
Ah, Candace, welcome back. Go on, it's your turn to meet him.
Pleased to meet you. I take it you're another regular at this shop? I am Il Fado de Rie.
So it's Miser's fault.
Along with Miser, he was sitting at the counter like it was natural.
I see now. No wonder he doesn't know anything. That means Eel came to the shop while Candace was away. Does that mean Grandpa and Miser were the ones to welcome him?
Yeah, you're fucking right! Oh.
No. Well, thinking back, Il was far too quick to grow accustomed to life at the shop. It's possible that I never noticed his existence at Enchanté before that time. He might have just lived in the walls.
Oh no.
It doesn't matter. Now what happens? We need to ask Il himself and Miser, who was around at the time, to even start figuring this out.
That's right. Calum, angels.
Mm-hmm.
I never made
Word
the connection
association.
before, but now it was all clearing up. However, man, angels come from there. However, it was that strange condition he was in before. That reminds me, the other angels spoke in a similar way. There's no tone to their voice. I always had a divine, dignified image of angels in my mind. What exactly are angels?
Well, you know.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Holy shit, it's still chapter 2.
It is still chapter
Also-
2.
I realize Shoan has become a non-human as well.
Oh.
He's a ghost.
I think that's gonna be Eel narrating. Oh.
Feels
That's-
sleeping. Oh, he
Okay.
woke up.
Here we go. Whoa.
Whoa.
Calling.
Hmm.
Speaking. 2 figures. They smile softly at me. Why? Why me? Why a face like that, of all things? No matter what I think, I fail to understand.
You'll never understand.
Oh.
I'll never understand. But I feel compelled to respond. If I don't answer that gentle voice, I sense, without any bias, that I'll lose something. But I don't know how to answer. So instead, I try to extend my hand. Ah. I just want to hear it. One more time. That voice. I extend my hand to the figures. I'm so close to reaching them. The figures vanish. What appears in their place is red. 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 Sinking into R2.
Okay.
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 Yeah. I shout words without meaning and leapt. While not as bad as this morning, my breathing is rough. I desperately try to calm it and survey my surroundings to get a grasp of my location. In an empty room at Enchante. All right. The moment we returned, Ignis and the others forced me to go to bed. Still, why this memory? Now of all times. I blamed the contact with the angels.
Oh.
So they really did seem to know about me. Fortunately, they don't speak of my background. However, I think that's only a matter of time. But no, it's still possible to deal with this. In short, I need to restrain the angels myself before they contact 2 Milk and hand them over to GPM.
Thank you for the care package, geese. Everyone drinking stretch.
Furthermore, right now, I need to prioritize consideration of something else. 2 Milk. I cannot shake the image of her crying face in my mind. She shed tears while grieving at the death of a school of Pakus. But this time, unlike the last, nobody died. Why did she cry? Was it something I did? Why? With staggered steps, I rise from the bed and return to my own room. I reach for the game console set near my hammock. It's not powered on. How far must she have progressed into this? Calculating from the time she started, there's no mistake that she's begun to approach the truth. My brain calls for stillness. Any further is dangerous. Don't get taken in. I've long understood such things. However, in the end, this is all I have to cling to. Gazing at the screen showing only my own face, seeing an answer, I repeat. Why? I know I played it just as you have. Don't understand. I don't. My head creaks. What is this uncertainty swirling in my chest? For some reason, slowly. Inside my head, an unknown black thing swells within my cranium.
What is going on?
A lot of things are happening right now. The plan progresses without deviation. Soon that thing will manifest a nova of mental instability in him. Oh fuck, I don't know who these guys
my God.
are. Just do your
It might
angel
be
voice.
Elidibus.
Oh yeah, it's Elidibus.
Elidibus?
It's Elidibus. You know, from Final Fantasy.
Currently, captured specimens are sufficient in number.
Oh, fallen angels this time. Who wants to be the fallen angels?
Okay.
Okay.
I guess let's watch it.
Okay. Add my voice, the fool. Who am I? The fools with black stained wings thrash about in exaggerated motions. Who am I? They don't know what they would complain about, but there's no need to know. I simply fulfilled a task entrusted to me.
Oh, fallen angels. Oh God has bestowed the chance for forgiveness unto you. I don't know what fucking Elidibus sounds like.
I don't know. His deep voice.
If you wish to seize it.
I narrow my eyes and declare.
Am I supposed to be
I don't know. I don't know.
Overcome your fate of judgment.
Okay.
Okay.
Can we get a portrait next time?
Oh my God.
The rains have ceased.
Please cheer up. I want to see your smiling face. Is there anything I could do, if you so desire, that I shall move heaven and earth to do it?
Ellipses. I cut the power.
Oh fuck!
This isn't the time to play games. Well, I know that.
Would you stop fucking around?
Yeah, stop playing games, everyone. Sheesh.
No time for games. Disappear.
When I spotted this when I woke up in the morning, I was too curious to leave it. I played a bit more. Ellipses. Even I don't know why I decided to turn the power on. It's just, there's a big anxiety in my heart.
Okay.
This game could hold some sort of key, or at least I hoped.
Key?
Key? Key? I need to have a meeting with everyone soon. I should go downstairs.
You?
What meeting, you may ask? Of course it has to do with the abductions. Who am I talking
to?
Who am I talking to?
Oh, you know.
You're probably wondering how I got here.
Yeah.
My name's
Record.
Two Milk.
Even though it hasn't been a whole day, the amount of kidnappings was growing, and the hubbub would soon become impossible for the GPM to keep secret.
The word choice in this route is impeccable and terrifying.
If it was all over Japan or also overseas, an excuse could still be made. But the missing people only come from this town, from the vicinity of Enchanté. Due to this, the GPM increased their surveillance on Eel significantly. In the middle of this, Rindo makes a bitter face, arriving with a certain person in tow.
Oh my God.
Oh.
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay. Wait, I thought it was the other guy.
GPM's upper management have made a formal request. They demand the handover of the fallen angel for assisting Caleb in their abductions.
Ellipses. Everyone seems unsurprised, no one moves. Early that morning, Miser returned. We hoped to speak with them about Caleb and the angels, but they came at the worst possible timing. As expected, Miser makes a displeased face and looks straight at Mr. Assistant.
After hearing that, we'd just say, here you go. Space period. Nope, fat chance, Buster.
Buster?
Buster.
You heard me, Buster. First off, you're a subordinate in the research department. What authority do you have to make this arrest?
No, that's... Truthfully, he works for the intelligence division.
Therefore, I was reappointed. Since Count Rindo's favor of the shop is a conflict of interest, I am your new monitor.
I'm sure Rindo tried to oppose that, but it was no good, space period.
Period space.
Why?
I knew that to be the case. While Rindo probably had no desire to help him, he makes no attempt to obstruct him.
Regardless of your circumstances, we cannot hand Il over to you. Why would I require your approval? What? We only seek to negotiate with the manager of the shop and its non-humans. In other words, the owner. You are nothing more than guests. You have no right to interject.
The conversation suddenly swings to me. I'm here. That's not possible. Suddenly demanding us to hail an eel over to you is too much. That's hesitating. I refuse. Stay calm, I say to myself and face Mr. Assistant. True, eel has secrets. But I'm the owner of Enchante. I need to trust my regular customers more than some unknown researchers. Of course, eel is some sort of relationship to the angels. After all, they come from the same homeland, and they're the same race. But isn't that too much to suspect them just because of that?
He received a request from them for assistance. You were the one to provide such a testimony.
That's true, but Eel fought them. He saved my friend. Isn't that better evidence than anything that he refused the request?
It's possible that it was an act arranged beforehand to make that story seem coherent.
Is there any proof of that? The silence must indicate otherwise. I start to
Phoenix,
stay
right?
I start to stay silent to press the point further by taking a big breath. I believe in Eel. There's no way he could help with the kidnappings.
Oh, what reasons do you have to declare that?
Fucking slap the table. Objection!
Like him or something.
Huh? My body stiffens at the unexpected rebuttal. Mr. Assistant's cold voice resounds from under his hood. For some reason, I feel an unexplained sense of dread. Because Eel is really honest and...
Honesty. Is that fallen angel in nature?
Could have worded it any other way, man.
Is that? Do you fully understand the nature of angels to declare that for certain?
I want to say, of course.
Where are we flashing back to?
What?
Oh.
Damage confirmed. Bodily injuries in excess of 10%. Activating self-regulation program. Gathering and converting key from ley lines underground as alternative to spirit energy. Commencing reconstruction of body.
Ellipses. That memory flashes by in my head, blocking my throat from objecting. I thought he would mercilessly press the point, but contrary to my expectations, Mr. Assistant doesn't question further.
Regardless of the lack of basis, it's true you expressed refusal to his arrest. However, we also lack definitive evidence. As for using force, it's clear that the result would be similar to the battle 5 years ago. Therefore, we shall change the negotiation. As a compromise, we would like to request your assistance with the Angel Arrest Plan space period.
You can
Is that the
see
name?
You can just like see where they
Patent
copy
pending.
pasted it because the space is
Trademark.
around it. Angel arrest.
Patent pending, trademark, affirmative.
Mhm.
Execution is tonight. If you accept this condition, we will not request handover of the fallen angel.
Ellipses. I look around at everyone to see if it would be dangerous to accept.
I think it's not a bad idea. If we capture the angels and get them to spill the truth, it would prove Eel's innocence.
Right. And I don't like sitting around letting those angels do whatever they want.
Harming humans we're familiar with isn't favorable either.
Harming humans in general, Candace.
Candace, with
I
Rindo's
suppose.
advice, Candace and Ignis nodded approval.
Nod.
Ellipses.
Only Miser maintains his silence. But I want to prove Eel's innocence too. I understand. We'll cooperate in whatever way we can. Following the majority vote, I give the final answer as owner.
But arrest. How are you gonna do that? Are you gonna set a trap?
Affirmative. We shall use a lure and wait for angels to act.
A lure, you say? Don't tell me you're gonna use a person. There, Rindo shakes his head in denial.
That would be too harsh. We'd be grateful if Miser could use an illusion or get some other help along those lines.
Of course I could do that. However, at night, I need to return to the demon world.
Oh right, you always go back every day, at least before the turn of date.
Yeah, so even if I join the operation, I'd leave in the middle, most likely. If I can go to the demon world right now, I could take care of various business and help out even during the night. I reject that idea. You are also suspected of cooperating with the fallen angel.
What?
What?
Thus, you are forbidden from leaving the human world before the operation. Of course, if you break this prohibition, suspicion of the fallen angel will deepen, so expect his freedoms to be restricted. Oh.
That means Miser's going to be forced to leave in the middle of everything? By the way, do you have any intent of letting Eel join the operation?
You think the main suspect should participate?
Yeah!
Are you joking me right now?
Right!
Yes?
Yes, I shall bring several fairies from many are proficient in illusion magic. Well, a little difficult to handle. If commanded by the Queen, they should do it.
At Candace's suggestion, Mr. Assistant says it would be useful, space comma, and makes it arrangements
It
for
would be useful,
time.
Space comma.
And then he accepts a temporary return.
Alright. Well, I don't know what's returned, but then it's settled.
Taking Ignis hitting his two clenched fists together as a signal. The space plan is set.
Oh my god.
Oh fuck, that hurt. Oh god, what did I do? Oh shit. Oh fuck
Messed
me.
up the tactic, that's what the fuck.
It will execute tonight. We projected the time of the next kidnapping, which is when the fairies will scatter decoys. Candace and Ignis, along with multiple GPM personnel, will patrol the area. If any
Like a
angels
guard
trip
dog.
a trap, we'll rush over and restrain them.
Woof.
Okay. Rindo will be at the GPM headquarters to take command of Intelligence Division personnel.
Okay.
Okay. Me and the suspect Eel, along with Mr. Assistant as a monitor, will stay in the shop. Miser will also stay at the shop on standby and will rush over if something happens.
Unless it, turn of date.
Yeah. I know I just get in the way, but I hated not being to contribute.
Oh, okay.
Alright.
Yeah, that really sucks, Tumo.
After the roles were divided out, I was sighing in dejection when...
Mr. Assistant, was it? Mind if I share a thought? I do, but go ahead.
With the face hard to read for emotions, Miser speaks to Mr. Assistant.
You don't have to wait until night. Why not just search for the angels right away? Earlier hours mean more people. But we could use perception obstruction to take care of that. Even if we discovered them, if a battle commenced in a crowded area, there's no guarantee GPM could bear full responsibility.
Neither hides their suspicion, and the two silently press their views into the other.
Any further argument is useless. Bear in mind that any further objections will deepen suspicion towards the fallen angel. Now then, I have surveillance work to do. I'll be borrowing a room.
Oh, in this case, there's an empty...
I have a grasp of the internal layout from the medical examination of Kyria Abe before. Guidance is not required.
Mr. Assistant cuts off the dispute on his end and quietly goes up the stairs. The inside of the shop is suddenly silent. During this, Candace walks over to Miser.
Miser, I have something to ask you as well. There's little time until the operation, so I'll be direct.
While he initially tilts his head in puzzlement at Candace's stern words, Miser quickly goes back to listening space period.
Yay.
Now that I think about it, since before, you've always been so concerned with Eel, extremely so, by restricting his outings. Let me flash back to show. Miser, are you still reluctant to allow Eel to go outside?
Well, if you leave him to himself, who knows what he'd do? Going outside with her isn't much different either. Why am I in this goddamn memory? But is he really so bad that you need to be overprotective? He's way older than me, for one. And for two, what?
I get all your points. I do know that he is a fully grown adult. I am well aware. But I still worry.
Also, I only made 1 point.
I get all of them. I do remember all of Ignis's points. Until now, I thought you were the same as me, influenced by Eel's risky behavior. But in reality, that's incorrect, isn't it? The latest incident in Eel's past, you know something about him that makes you protect him, to keep it from coming to light, don't you?
That really was direct. Everyone here waits for Miser to start moving his lips.
His full lips?
His very full lips. After a lengthy silence, Miser lightly averts his gaze under Candace's questioning. Sorry.
I know nothing at all. In fact, if I knew, it would have been much better.
Sus. He mutters this somewhat bitterly.
Did someone call me sus?
No, it would. Oh, okay. I think we're gonna call it there tonight. I think that's a good point, because these scenes are getting long.
Yeah, I think
We're still in chapter 2!
We're still in chapter 2,
What?
by the way. We have
So
not moved on to chapter 3. This might be a 4-parter rather than a 3-parter like usual.
It might be. I'm not sure.
I don't know. Like, the pacing of Enchante is really bad, so maybe it won't be.
It's impossible to tell.
Yeah,
honestly.
yeah. It honestly is. Like, we could probably just get like through the
37
entirety.
weeks from now.
37 weeks from now, we'll finish Cafe Enchante. But yeah, so thank you guys for joining us for more Cafe Enchante. What the fuck was that, by the way?
It's a game.
It sure is a game.
Bruh.
Like,
Bruh.
you know,
in a game.
I've started to expect like wild shit from this game, but like even I'm taken aback here.
You'll never understand.
I won't ever understand. But yeah, next week actually we are not having Enchante. It's just gonna be me, 1010, and Matcha. So we're gonna do something else next week.
Woo!
Well,
I don't know yet. Well, I'll figure it out. I'm working on it. But let's see who we're gonna rate tonight.
It's gonna be a Yuri Lowenthal kind of night next week.
Oh my god, it's gonna be something next week. I don't think I've rated this person before, but okay, they've been going for like 2.5 hours. We're gonna raid Blazette. They're currently playing
Ah.
Hades 2. So it's the hip and popular early access game that everyone wants to talk about.
Early access game that has more content than the first game already.
Wow.
Crazy.
I still need to play Hades 1.
That's good.
Yeah, I know. I'm gonna get to it. I gotta play the rest of Final Fantasy 14 on stream still.
Yeah.
I'm working on it. Anyway, see you next week for something. It's not gonna be this, but it's gonna be something. All right, everyone say bye.
Bye.
Bye.